It's almost time for Pirates SMP, a voyage to the past. Please, take your seats and silence your devices. The show is about to start. Please welcome the host of Pirates SMP, A Voyage to the Past, Apo Kuna.
Welcome, everybody, to the Pirates SMP panel. I'm so excited to be here, and you know who else is excited to be here? The cast of the Pirates SMP. Please welcome the entire cast.
Hey, yeah, let's go.
Welcome, everybody. So, we have a lot of stuff planned today, but I think before we get into it, we should kind of introduce everybody. So, Owen, who are you?
Hello, I'm Owen. Hi, everybody. Good to see you all. I played Owen in Pirates.
What? There's another one.
There's another one. Oh, and Miss Snapdragon.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Elle.
Hi, I'm Eloise, or Elle, and you're not going to believe this, but I played Eloise in Pirates.
Hi, Ross.
Hi, I'm Roz. I also played Roz.
I'm so glad. Akko!
Man, hey. Real shocker, I played Akko.
Sick. Jojo!
Hello, I'm Jojo, and I was Pirate Jojo, sometimes known as Yo-Josephine.
Yo-Josephine!
Beck.
Hey, I'm Beck, and I played Beck.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we played our own characters. Hi, I'm Appo. I played Appo.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Now, before we really get into it, I got a couple of questions for all of them. But first, we have a video. So,
It's us.
that's us. The best of Pirates SMP, just to get everybody refreshed.
But yeah, I got a gun.
Got a gun? Yeah, I got a gun. Wait, look. Gun.
I feel like yours is big.
Oh no!
You point that gun at me one more time.
When the inflation has happened here?
That was a misfire. I'm sorry. I apologize.
4 gold.
You weren't here for the lovely wedding. I heard there was only one murder.
One word. That's good for a wedding.
Yes.
My wedding had at least 5.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, it's common. Very common.
This snake is probably just fine. Hi, buddy. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, this is just like the movie Up!
So these are my kanga crews. One of them has got in the boat and he's just spinning it.
Alright, blood. Give me your crepes, fam, or I'll shank you up, yeah?
Wait, what? What are you saying? I can't understand a word you just said.
You're meant to understand that!
Oh, that's my bad. Try it again. Maybe I just wasn't listening right.
Alright, blood. Give me a geezer crepes, fam, or I'll shank you up, yeah?
Yeah, I got no clue. Never mind.
Why do you... What?
Oh, he moves! The NPC moves. All right, hold on. Insert 1 MCC coin to activate CPK.
Good times with Scar.
Oh,
What is that?
look, it's a heron. It's a heron. Give me the...
Not anymore.
What the hell, bro?
What if I shoot it?
Okay, is this everyone?
Don't shoot. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Can you buy a brain cell, perhaps?
I think so. Oh my god!
What happens if you don't join a faction?
You died.
You're just kind of irrelevant.
Okay.
Would you guys like to see the outcome of this? Would you like to see my bud room?
Is it birds?
You might be right. I'm so excited. I'm gonna cry.
Well, don't cry.
There's a bud. Yeah, okay. Just go, friends.
Just said, come to my bird room. Oh no, it's a bird.
They're trying to leave.
Why so rude?
Please. What? Why is there a fox in the middle of the ocean? I'm gonna buy some ammo. 2 seconds.
Oh, good. Where's your shop, by the way? Like for food? Because I don't I have like 16 drugs, and that's kind of it. Oh!
Huh? What? They're having a whale of a time.
I should probably get going. This transition was meant to be smoother, but I'm in a bit of a pickle. This is meant to go different.
This one is on moss, so
What did it say
you
after
can't
that?
place flowers on moss.
You know not.
No. Okay.
I'm super wealthy.
Poor people. Make me sing.
How is yours? Be honest, I'm going to be Digby's therapist.
My day is as lively as a sparkling forge.
Is there somebody nearby me, or does Digby have a voice now? What? Oh.
Sandro is the statue in the town. Sandro's the person who founded the faction idols.
Oh, right. I've been asking about that statue. I never knew who that guy was. I just kept asking if we could put me there.
When you build your resort, put a statue of you there.
Okay, you're right. I will. Just as long as I don't turn to stone. I don't really want to be a statue that bad.
Do you have a sword, like to stab? Yes.
Whoa.
Wonderful. This is.
So tell me more about your people.
If you put them into dispensers and then set up a redstone clock, you get infinite birds.
Oh my god, that sounds so fun!
I'm sure the sun god's going to be overjoyed about this.
Ross, you're not allowed infinite birds.
I really hope not. Hey, Ponyo, okay, you can sit. No, Ponyo, no!
Now this. Whoa. Oh, I thought you were on my head then.
Another. Oh, you're a bisexual bee. Oh, a bi bee.
Oh. Piece of rotten flesh just flew and dropped right here.
That's what you call mystery meat, Kyle. You should take a bite.
You should try it.
Oh, I got you. Oh, wait, I can't. 1 second. You like this? This is purple.
Oh. He is.
No,
wait, don't go up. No. Come here.
We haven't had any zeros today.
Wait, what do you mean zeros?
Like no one wants you.
Like no offers. Only one
we see,
person's ever had no offers, and he ended up a recruitment officer.
Oh. No, I think I value cash money is what the recruitment fella said. He did try to give me ale. Actually, I haven't drinking this yet.
How is it?
Oh, jeez, what in the world? Oh my gosh, like help, I don't know where I'm going.
Why? Maybe you'll drop some money if you fall.
I think we might be getting past the point of feather falling.
This is, I'm fine with this. Oh, yeah. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Oh, I've come to collect the bounty.
What? No, you bloody haven't. No, you bloody
There's one
haven't.
more.
Name on it.
Martin, it took me so long to get here, Martin. You wouldn't.
I would, because I've got money and plundering and joy.
Martin, you're being a bad pirate
just
right now.
a very
My head is so fat and tall. No.
Come on.
Oh no.
This is the end for you. You know what's really funny is I don't have a bounty on Eloise.
There we go. Now that you guys have a refresher, I say let's get into some general questions. So, Owen.
Yes?
Do you have any scrapped ideas for your character that you planned that you want to share?
Just for everybody, but just starting with me.
I'm going to start with you and then go down.
We'll work our way around. Any scrapped ideas? To be honest, P. Owen pretty much hit all of the beats that she set out to do. It's a very boring first answer from me, but no, I did everything. So, yay.
Way to be boring.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm also really boring. I had a little plan for my character, and I went with it, and I was happy with it.
Ross?
I am the same, if I'm honest with you.
We're all so good at our job that we just hit all of the marks that we want to do.
Yeah, except I feel like I added a lot more. Like, I feel like there was so much added to what I wanted. Like, I even wanted Martin to burn down my castle from the beginning. Like, that was the plan.
That was rigged?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I planned it.
Scripted.
I do feel the same. For me, there was like 2 alternative routes I could have gone on. So there was one where beginning, I started as a nightingale and I was going to switch eventually. You know, me and Scott as brothers were going to have our whole arc and be happy and be in the Heron faction together. But that didn't happen.
Yeah, I came in a little bit later, but I was building up a really good story with Cuervo, and I really wanted to continue building on it. So I'm sad I didn't get to continue that, but I think what we did accomplish was really sick. I think a lot of the storyline was really building up, so I just wish I could have done a little bit more with that.
Yeah, I had some things planned. I had some kind of more story-based things, but once I actually got into the game and started playing, I just found it really fun to just be completely unpredictable. So I kind of just left it behind and I just did whatever I wanted on any day. So mine kind of went a bit off the rails, but I think it worked.
What about you, Apo?
I mean, for me, like, I was going to join Martin's thing, but that didn't really end up happening. And I wanted my character to, like, switch to the kites eventually, but that didn't end up happening because I just found better stuff to do, I guess. So my character would have joined the kites for a bit. Beck, we could have had fun kite times.
Could have.
We could have killed
Could have needed another kite, yeah.
Thought. Could have been cool.
Bex, are you the only kite on this panel? Is there anyone else who is a kite here?
No.
I don't think so.
You're the one repping.
You're all alone.
I'm wrapping the kites.
Yay!
I was there as well.
Oh, there's a kite there as well.
Another kite in the audience.
Yes, Apo. We tried to strive and find a way of doing different storytelling with Pirates. And one of those ways is that we tried to create a new cast of characters for the original actual human cast to talk to. And that involved us creating a bunch of NPCs and piping through a bunch of handwritten information about them, their backstory, what their likes and dislikes were. And there came alive a lot of characters throughout the SMP. What was your favorite one out of all of them?
Kale.
Kale?
Kale.
Give us a bit of backstory on Kale.
This is something that I find so funny. So who knows Sun God? Yeah?
The Sun God, yeah.
He wasn't supposed to exist. In an actual setting, Kale was supposed to, his backstory was that he hit his head on a rock and he was praising some imaginary god. And then our admin rolled with it and turned it into this cool big thing, and it was awesome. So that's why I personally am really biased towards Kale. But yeah.
Shout out Mark for being Sun God.
For killing it.
What about you, Bex?
Yeah, all the NPCs didn't like me. I don't know what I did. I don't know if I came on too strong, but I tried to make friends with all of them, and I think afterwards we looked at it and I had barely any rapport. I had no friendship with any of them. I'd somehow made no friends. So I don't really have a favorite. They would always also bug out when I talked to them. I don't know what it was. I just had an effect on them.
We didn't code that. That was just them. They just did that for you.
No,
they don't like you.
No, they just did it. They just made it up. They just decided they didn't like me. So.
What about you, Jojo?
All right, I have a controversial one. I really liked Pip. I know they scammed a lot of people with all the banana trades and all of that, and definitely wasn't the friendliest. I know he didn't like me, but it can be a one-way relationship. I loved him, you know what I mean? Bro, I only profited off of him, so I enjoyed Pip a lot.
Did you make a lot of money in the banana stock market?
Yes, I did. I mean, for the amount of time I was there were 2 or 3 trades I did, and I was always on the up and up.
Dang,
so.
well done. What about you, Akko?
For me, easy, the Enchantress. I mean, Awooga. Am I right?
Those are pixels, bro. It's just what about you, Roz?
I feel like Safri. I feel like it's a controversial opinion, but I don't know whether it was the Song God's influence at all, but I feel like Safri was nice to me when I was there. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And you, Eloise?
Eggman Jenkins.
Eggman Jenkins?
Yeah, he was a really random late addition, and he just was there and he would give you eggs, and I liked his big bald head.
Yeah, I completely forgot about him.
Yeah, he's great. He was great.
I trapped him in a sewer.
He's what?
I trapped the Jenkins guy in a sewer, and I tortured him.
No!
Oh, that's horrible. There's a bit of lore, I guess.
It was fun.
For me, it was the fisherman, Hook, the fisher person, which made it all the worse. Appa and I write the scripts quite loosely. We have a beginning and an end, and we try and find our way to it as we go through. And then at one point, we were somebody needs to be eliminated from the NPC roster. And for some reason, I was well, the main person I have an affinity to is Hook, the NPC. So let's do that one, which I don't know why I did that, because it just really upset me. It was really easy to act. I think that's why.
You were really sad about it.
I actually cried. I was so upset. But, rest on Hook.
All right, Owen. So we had a lot of favorite moments from the SMP, but if you had to choose one, scripted, non-scripted, whatever, what would it be?
There was an initial bit at the beginning where everybody had their boats and they put all of their boats out and we sailed across. And if you go back and watch my VOD, just going into F5 and seeing the whole fleet of everybody kind of sailing out across the sea was a really nice moment. And then if not that, it was probably one of the herons immediately sinking their boat just on the off. I think it was Watermunch who just immediately right-clicked.
That would be Watermunch.
Yeah, just immediately sunk to the bottom of the seafloor.
Probably my favorite moment that was definitely unscripted was Beck and I were just riding around, and I got this monkey. I was bringing this monkey home. And when you're riding your boat, if you press shift, it unseats you. It's how you get out. And we're just riding along, and I accidentally press shift. And I'm like, oh, it's no biggie, I'll just get back in, but I need to be quick. And I notice my boat is just going. It's going, and it's gone. And I just immediately start crying with laughter because I realize the monkey's stolen my boat. And I'm like trying to say to Beck, like, Beck, I need your help, I need your help. And she's like, what? And I can't get the words out. It was just so ridiculous.
He drove it out of bounds as well,
Yeah.
so we couldn't go and get it. He just carried on driving it until it broke.
He drove it until the boat broke. Yeah.
It was rough.
What about you,
Oh my
Ross?
God.
Yeah, don't put a monkey in your boat, is my advice.
Thank you. I feel like there are so many favorite moments. I feel like the funniest one for me is when me and Michaela found a Mothman thing for the first time, and it like flew at us, and it was terrifying, but it was amazing. It was really great.
For me, there was a day, I'm trying to remember all of the people that were there, but I think it kind of cycled through a bunch of the pirates. I think Owen was, and Kyle definitely was, because this is so Kyle. We worked out that we could ask the NPCs to give us lyrics for raps, and then play like beats from one person's mic, and like freestyle about random pirate things from the NPCs. And we did it for like maybe an hour and a half because it was just the funniest thing ever. That was awesome. So, yeah.
Nice. Mine started off unscripted. It was actually the friendship that Cuervo and I actually built up, because it then turned into like a really good storyline of how Cuervo was going to introduce their storyline and how it was going to tie into mine. And I don't know, just thinking about the entire, I guess, playthrough of that friendship and it blossoming, it was really fun for me. And it's probably the highlight of the SMP for me.
Oh, I had so many moments. I think I really did like the event where we all ended up in the underground city. I thought that it went from like, yeah, we're pirates, it's so fun, and then it was like, wait, it's really serious now. We've just got really serious, and there's a collapsing city, and oh no, okay, and that was really, really bad. I liked that a lot.
Dude, that was so cool. Like, I've had dreams of that city. Like, it's that, I love it. It's so good. But my favorite moment has to be Sausage. He really liked lassos, and it was the underwater city stream. There wasn't enough space in boats, so he decided to get lassoed. I think Owen lassoed him, and he basically water skied behind a boat like for 30 minutes straight and kept on like going up and down like a dolphin or something, and it was absolutely hilarious.
We didn't have enough seats for everybody to get to the event.
Yeah.
So we just dragged Sausage behind us.
Yeah, and that became like a reoccurring thing as well. Like, yeah, they just did it a bunch.
It worked really well.
It was really good.
Speaking of going out of bounds, you mentioned that there was like a situation. It was the monkey that took the boat out of bounds and it broke. There was basically sectors, for those that don't know, that you couldn't enter with your boat unless it was strong enough to be able to withstand the waves. Until the end of the SMP, spoiler alert for those that haven't seen it, where the ice walls fell that were keeping everybody in, which means that for the first time, and I think it's 1,000 years canonically, the people that were inside of this massive ice wall were able to leave and go out into the outer world and enjoy living their life. So Apo, what is Apokuna, P. Apokuna, doing now that they've fled the walls, if they have?
Killing things. No. Training nightingales probably, like trying to be a good example for what he can be.
You stuck with the nightingales in the end?
Yeah, probably stuck with the nightingales, yeah.
Nice, good. What about you, Bex?
The nightingales, Akko.
I don't think I'm up to much. Yeah. Because I think I was stone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How's
Oops,
that?
forgot about that one.
Becky's, I don't know, just stuck where she is.
I think I brought you back. I brought you back to the Isles.
You brought us back.
You and Di.
Yeah, we're just sort of, I don't know, getting all old and ancient.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad, really, but you know, it's fine. I don't think we want to release Beck onto the wider world, to be honest.
That's not.
You know those like famous statues that like pour water out and stuff?
Yeah.
Like in Paris or something. I'll put you on one of those.
Yeah.
The birds
really
can sit
cool.
on you.
Yeah.
It'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Jojo, were you stoned? I can't remember.
No, I was alive.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I was alive and well. But I don't know if I'm alive now, to be honest. Pirate Jojo was very adventurous and wanted to do a lot. So she's either A, dead, or, dead by drowning, which is really sad.
In a video game.
Yes, in the video game. Or she's off living on a different tree. Hopefully that's the one. And that's for me to know and for you to find out maybe at some point.
Go ahead, Akko.
I died, man.
Man, I don't have a good track record knowing who died and who didn't in the SMP.
No, impaled.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't even to the stone situation.
No, not stoned, just
that was all you.
In Minecraft. I do think, you'd hope stars in the stars with Mahara chilling up there.
Yeah.
It's the bros.
Nice, good. Roz, what's Roz up to?
I'm pretty sure Cruppy disappeared, right?
Cruppy was sacrificed.
Yeah.
Cruppy's gone,
So,
sorry guys.
I think I'd be sad about that.
Like for eternity?
Forever sad.
Like forever.
Like my whole life.
That's unfortunate.
I probably release my birds, seeing as like there's not like a huge population in the Pirate Isles anymore, so it can just like take over like everything.
So P. Roz was single-handedly responsible for causing a massive ecological boom of birds across the seas.
Yeah.
Good.
I think it was that before any of the final.
Now even more.
Yeah.
What about you, Eloise?
She became the big journalist she set out to be.
Aw.
Wrote her big expose on pirates in the Pirate Isles, and went on to keep writing and making stories.
Nice, lovely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. P. Owen mysteriously, I think, disappeared after the ice walls fell, but there has been word that Miss Snapdragon has started a very successful casino business across most of outside of the ice walls with her left-hand gal, P. Luan. So that's probably what she's doing. We have some individual questions to ask people.
We do. Akko. Hi.
Hey man, what's up?
How did you decide how your character was going to die?
It's funny you're asking. You were there, man.
No, I wasn't.
You were.
I was there.
You were. Okay. No. Basically, even though I knew that, or I was pretty sure that I was going to have Pirate Akko pass away in-game in Minecraft by the end of the series, I didn't have a specific plan or anything up until it felt like it was like a week before. It feels like it was like the day before, but we had a little bit of buffer time. Me and Apo spent like a week calling every 2 days to plan our storyline together, and then also to work out how my character's death could tie into the rest of everything going on and all of that madness. And I think for me, I had spent so long trying to plan my death, but when I came up with that idea, me and Scott weren't even meant to be brothers in the series. We were only brothers because some people on Twitter thought we looked like it. And we were like, that's a pretty good idea. And we just ran with it. So over the series, obviously Scott and I then had our whole storyline and everything happen. And it just tied together perfectly, like right at the last moment to have Pirate Akko's last thing kind of redeeming himself in being there for Scott, finally, and saving him.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bex. Obviously, P. Beck was in the Kite factions. That would be a pretty easy answer. But Kite's are notorious for not enjoying any of the other factions or humoring them. Is there a specific faction that P. Beck liked specifically, or was it Kites all the way?
Kites all the way normally. I think Beck respected the Kestrels because they valued like money and none of that wishy-washy stuff like heroism and friendship. There was, it was like, it's all about them. But I think Beck also specifically had soft spots for those two over there.
Oh.
For Ross and Elle. I think with Ross was so lovely all the time that Beck was like, well, it's no fun to kill her. So Beck sort of like ended up sort of looking after Ross a little bit. And then obviously Eloise, because I always have a soft spot for Eloise, so,
Sorry about that time that I shot you with my gun 5 times in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Aside that.
You did do that. That hurt a little bit, but that's fine.
Hey, Owen, did you really plan on leaving the Pirate Isles forever?
Yes, yeah. I actually ended up pulling this trick twice in the span of 2 weeks, where I told my audience that I was done with a specific series, and then right at the last minute brought it back for the finale. So it's weird that it happened twice. But yeah, from the beginning, as we kind of approached the finale, I realized that Pioin, just based off of her backstory, would not stick around no matter what. And actually, I think some of the cast members actually got pretty like, why are you leaving?
I was
Tell us
confused.
that you were coming back.
Yeah, I didn't even tell
we were
Apo.
really confused.
I was mad.
Like, we
Yeah,
were
I was
upset.
not happy.
I got DMs afterwards being like, it would have been nice if you had said bye. Which it was, then I had to drop the act and be like, I'm coming back, don't worry, it's safe. Yeah, and then she came back for her last act of heroism. Roz, you've mentioned birds at least once during the panel. Was it your intention? We added, what is it, like the bird mod? I forget what the bird mod is called. I don't know if you know it.
I don't even
know. No, but you enjoyed it a lot, and you kept a lot of birds, as you saw in the video. Why? First off, why? And secondly, was it your intention always to keep this many birds?
It was not. So, I think Pirates was my third modded Minecraft experience, like, ever. And like, most of the mods in the mod pack I had never used before, ever, or even seen. So I think the first ever thing I made was a nest, and then it just, like, got worse from there. So...
Why was there an affinity from P. Roz to birds? Did she have, like, a specific calling to birds, or was it just...
I just wanted to collect them all, you know? I
like
was
Pokemon?
Yeah, I was summoning my inner Pokemon addiction, you know?
Good. It caused a lot of stress on the server, but we pushed through it.
Jojo. So, was it hard for P. Jojo to like fit into the Pirate Isles despite joining late?
Yeah, so I came in later. So I think at first it was a little hard to kind of introduce myself to all the pirates that were there and all the NPCs that were there and be like, hey guys, what's going on? And then fitting into the lore and all of that. But over time, I mean, the Nightingales were like the most active people, thank God. So, you know, thank you for being there for me because I needed you to like catch up and just know like what was up with the whole server, what happened before I arrived, because everything was purple for some reason. So they were amazing, thank you, my goats. So at first, yeah, it was a little weird, but eventually I felt like I was there since the very beginning.
Nice. You've mentioned purple there. I'm going to assume that was due to either Roz or a specific entity.
Could have been both.
Could have been
both.
both.
Be honest, yeah.
Speaking of Cruppy, the little gelatinous blob that sort of took the whole SMP by storm and became the most interesting and talked about character, despite the fact that we are all rich backstories. Everyone just loved this little guy. Apo, your character didn't take a liking to Cruppy.
No.
So much so that I think you actually had like a hit squad out on it at some point.
The Cruppy cleanup crew.
Yeah. And you started that little expedition of eliminating, parenthesis, eliminating Cruppy, and then stopped very quickly. I think it was because, what do I have? I have Cuervo and Gracie rocked up and stopped you. Were you actually planning on killing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, no, that was the plan. We were going back and forth, Margin and I actually. We were going back and forth for like probably a couple of months. We really wanted to just end that thing. We did. And, you know, it was nice. It was a good story beat for Grace and Crow to come over there. Thanks, Crow, for saving me. But no, Martin was really down to just like tie it to a rock and like let it just fall to the bottom of the ocean. It was pretty great.
Wow.
I also had an idea. Maybe it would have been cool to like throw it into the volcano. Just see like what happens, you know?
That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
If cruel.
Hey, for the merch sales, you know, there's a plush. Eloise, what was PL's biggest lesson during your time on the Faction Isles?
Well, I first want to say I had my own lesson that I learned, and that was don't mess with the NPCs, because I think it was about 4 days in, I decided that I wanted to make all the MCCs spread a rumor that Beck's character had worms, And it wasn't really working, so I sort of had to strong arm it and be like, no, whenever you see anyone, you have to tell them this. Yeah, it broke them. It completely just broke them. And then you had to put a message in the Discord being like, hello, please do not tell the NPCs to say certain things. It breaks them. So that was my first lesson. But my pirate character, I think she came in with this idea of like being very strong-minded. I'm going to prove myself. I'm going to go and like write this big story, and people are finally going to respect me. But I think along the way, she kind of just learned to have fun, and that actually your friends are sort of what makes life so happy. Because she just had a blast, and I had a blast, and yeah, I think that was her biggest lesson, was just, you don't need to be so determined to prove yourself. Around the right people, you'll sort of be accepted, which is very corny, but it's true.
Very heartwarming.
Like a storybook lesson.
I think we have some builds to show.
We do have some builds. I think the first one, boop, Akko.
Hey.
Hey. You got your little nightingale.
Yeah, as some of you probably know, Akko was a strong alcoholic.
in the video game.
Yeah. Well, I needed a place to drink alone.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
lots of seats. I think my favorite part of this build is the stupid apple chair.
Apple chair.
I was so proud of that Apo stole every week until I just gave up trying to get it back.
I one time hit it on top of the pole of the Nightingale boat, and I was staring at it, and I was like right in front of him, and he just couldn't see it at all. It was the greatest thing ever.
It was like 300 blocks away.
Okay, and?
I was drunk.
In the video game.
In a video game.
In game.
In a video game. It was a good build, though. I like that apple chair.
Thanks, man.
I think like afterwards, like after you died in a video game, like I probably would keep it in my treehouse.
Thanks, man.
And like hide it.
In the build somewhere.
Yeah, in the build somewhere, just for like memory's sake.
Yeah, cool.
Elle, you little artsy fella.
I can't help it. Just give me some form of making little art pieces, and I will. So I did a pirate, because of course, and then I yassified Martin, because I could. And the sad painting was an expression of how I felt inside, because just before this, I had been working on a piece for the casino, actually.
Oh.
It was dogs playing cards, which is it's already a known art piece, and I was making it. And I had literally just finished it when this creeper came up behind me, just blew it up. I completely destroyed the canvas. I hadn't yet saved it. And so I made this piece to express how I was feeling. And I did a little bit of building, but it was mostly this. Yeah.
I hadn't realized that was a painting for me.
Yeah.
That makes that story way sadder for me. I just thought it was like a fun, silly painting you were doing.
No, it was.
It would have been nice to see.
And I was devastated.
Yeah, I would be too.
Devastated. So I decided to do some abstract art.
It's good. I like it.
It's like modern art.
Yeah.
You could put it in a museum.
Yeah, I think it speaks for itself.
Do you think P. Eloise was the first person to start pushing art into new areas like expression and abstract?
Yeah, I'd say she paved the way, and no one's ever done it before. Yeah,
trendsetter.
I would say it's genius, really.
It's incredible work.
Jojo.
Yay! Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of story to this. When I joined the Nightingales, there was already a gigantic cherry blossom tree, and I looked at it and I was like, that looks awesome, I want to live on it. And then I went up to the top of the tree and someone already had like built stuff in there. I was like,
my bad.
That's it, I'm building my own tree. And then I built that. That's really my first time like building in Minecraft. I'm sure most people know me as the person who can swing a sword properly, so thank you. Yeah, I was just working off the brain, and it was a lot of brain cells lost on just purely placing blocks every day. And I think it turned out pretty well, at least from that angle that you're putting on the picture there.
We tried to get a good one.
Thank you. Yeah, there were definitely some angles where it looked a little like bald, but I was like, no one's gonna see it from this angle. But yeah, I love the tree. Pirate Jojo was a big nature gal, so she wanted to live on a tree, and she was very proud of building her own tree and saying, this is mine.
Owen.
That's me. That's the first thing I made, that little heron situation, that little emblem thing. That was in Eloise and Mai's house. And Eloise and I had a great time throughout the whole SMP being housemates, and she definitely didn't leave and build her own house a week in.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. But that one there, I actually didn't make that in a way because I commissioned Roz to make that for me, and you did a wonderful job. The casino looked incredible. I worked on all of the back-end development on the data pack to basically make the roulette wheel in the middle. You saw in the video that like triple golden apple situation. That's about in like a 1 in 10,000 chance of being hit, and it was me, even though I coded it. It's kind of
real convenient, man.
Yeah, really convenient.
Real convenient that I lost like 20,000 there.
It was a lot. It was a lot more than that. I think you bet a crazy amount.
I didn't like your tiger.
Sorry?
I didn't like your tiger at all.
Lily the tiger was there to protect the doorway.
It was awful.
If you fed her raw meat, it gave you a potion effect, so you could walk past her fine. But you had to be on the know to be able to enter the casino. But it was a nice build, and I enjoyed a lot about like developing it and stuff. It was fun.
Me? Oh my God. So
What's this, Appos? Sorry, go ahead.
Can I say it? It's a man cave. And we did a lot of various things in the man cave. We had Jonathan the turtle. Very cool. Man things. I had a bed. That was nice. I had torches, as you can see, a little walkway path. Anyways, the main thing was about it. We grew various vegetation, and we delivered it to the Pirates of the Isle. We was me and Red, and we had like a little company together. Radoon's lovely guy, love that dude. I think he's dead in a video game.
Video game.
So like, I guess I technically have 100% ownership now, so that's pretty cool. We were trying to like make it very not cottagecore and cozy and stuff, but we ended up making it pretty cottagecore. So, oops.
It's just natural for you, man.
You can't help yourself. Yeah.
Try. Ross.
Yes.
I think like your build was my favorite. Sorry, everybody here, but like
the biggest build on the server.
It was the biggest build,
and something that really like went throughout the whole of the SMP. We kind of saw it come together. Run us through the castle.
Yes. Okay, this is the castle. For those of you who knew me before Pirates, I actually built this castle in creative. The stream before Pirates, but like using cherry blocks. And as soon as I built it, I was like, I need to use this on Pirates. Like I am recreating this block by block. And so I did. And the whole plan was to burn it down and explode it because I wanted it to be sad. And like, I think it's a good like final finale like element. Like there's nothing left, you know? And the fact it was filled with birds, I think is so silly. Yeah, and I really enjoyed building it.
I think we actually have a photo of the aftermath.
I just want to say, like speaking to you, Ross, like the more I speak to you, you have a very concerning, destructive side that you need to take care of.
No, that's my favorite part.
No, it's a problem. I hear things that are not good. There we go.
Yeah, there it is. That's the
oh my gosh.
The ending of the castle in all of its destructive state. A moment of silence, please. Good, that's enough.
Good job, Martin.
Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't, Beck was too busy being a real pirate.
Oh yeah.
Instead of dilly-dallying on the island, was floating around on my boat and doing piracy. So I didn't have a build, because I didn't really build anything.
As you would say, killing stuff.
Yeah, kill stuff, getting treasure, you know, pirate stuff.
You were a very good pirate.
You guys are all, you know, do whatever that is.
Yeah. We have an opportunity for questions.
We do.
Not just from us this time, but from you. Oh,
the people. So if anybody does have a question, we'd like to form like, how do we do this?
I don't know if we have a roaming mic or if we have a standstill mic. I'm looking around to see if there is a walking mic anywhere. If not,
we could hand one of ours.
Sorry?
Yeah.
I mean, you could just like walk to the front of the stage and I'll hand you my mic if you want to do that. We can roll that on the fly. I know it's very scary being the first person to stand up, so it's going to be me. I'm standing up.
Oh my God.
I'm walking.
Well, that's a good shot.
Yeah, thank you. Please, yes, do come forward if you have a question, and I will squat here and we will ask questions. Hello. Here you go.
My question would be how early, like, into the idea of pirates, the factions came up. Like, how early into development the factions came up? Like, how quick was that idea?
Like, how concrete was the faction idea to the...
Like, right away.
Pirates? Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think factions are really cool. So I wanted to do factions, kind of like have that found family aspect in each group. The Nightingales did it best, sorry. But, each faction had their own special quirk and stuff, and it made everybody really cool.
Yeah, I liked it. You were about to say something, Bex?
Well, yeah, it kind of gave us a bit of direction, but it wasn't like super strict because, Beck ended up hanging out with all sorts, really. But, in terms of how concrete it was from the start, like, it was pretty much one of the first things you asked us to pick as well, you guys, when you pitched it to us. So, yeah, we had to get thinking really quick on it.
It was good. It kind of made a camaraderie. Is there anybody else that had a question? Raise your hand. We now have a roaming mic. Thank you very much.
Hi.
Hello.
Scree and Parker want to know, Akko, what happened to all the seagulls that you locked up, and if anyone found them?
Did you have seagulls? Oh, all the seagulls?
No, that was chickens, man.
Oh, those are chickens.
That was the movie Up. Different thing.
Different thing.
For anyone that doesn't know, I did a long stream where anyone that subbed during that stream got a seagull named after them, and I said they were going to live in a beautiful, luxurious home. But Pirate Akko, this wasn't me, this was Pirate Akko. But they lived in a basement in a golden jail cell.
That's where I woke up.
Huh?
That's right. All the seagulls were there.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they starved.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, they
Yeah.
ate. They were living lavishly. They had like steak and shrimp and.
Yeah, but you're gone.
Look, man, they prefer it in there. The outside world is scary. They could have seen that little purple thing running around. Like, I don't know. I was protecting them.
No, Ross adopted them.
But yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Probably dead.
Do we have anybody else? Any other questions?
Okay, my question is, some people were announced with factions and others just went in there and then got them. The ones who didn't have any, like, did you keep it secret, or was it just you went in there and were like, oh, this faction, nice, I'm going there?
Yeah, I get what you mean. So we asked all of the cast before we announced them whether they wanted to be announced with their faction, and a lot of people, well, actually, I think about like 50% of people said that they wanted theirs to be a surprise, right?
It was a nice mix.
Yeah, it was a good mix. Yes, it's unfortunately that is also scripted. Ooh, it's all so much working behind the stage. But everybody knew what faction they were going to be in before they joined, because we needed to make sure we had like even distribution across the whole 4 factions. But yeah, CBK giving us random factions as well with it. He was just throwing stuff out there as well, wasn't he? And then
no, they were.
Oh, you told him actually.
So every single book had like a directive. Like my book only had Nightingale. Owen was like the chosen one, and he had all 4.
I didn't script that, by the way.
No, I did that.
Yeah,
that was
thank
me.
you.
And
you didn't.
Some other people had like 3 factions that they were like given or something. So it was just like a fun little bit. Anybody who already had a faction on their like announcement, I think it was because if they already lived in the Isles, they had their faction announced. But if they were like getting chosen, then it would have been a mystery.
That was it, yeah, based on their backstory. Can we talk about the person who accidentally joined the wrong faction and then we had to do a pivot?
I love Eret.
We love Eret.
We love Eret.
Eret's lovely. Eret didn't get our Discord message that they were meant to join Kites, and they joined Herons, which completely threw the balance off because the Herons already had a lot of active members and we needed more Kites. So we had to stage a killing of my character from Eret in order to have Eret be suspended from the Herons. I believe Cuervo worked with Eret to kind of take her off the path of righteousness of Herons and then into the Kites. So that was us thinking on our feet.
I mean, that's like the best kind of lore, like the improv stuff that just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we were like, I remember there's video footage of us discussing that. Because I was recording for an episode, and we were just like panicking back and forth, and Scott came up out of nowhere, and we had to like pester Scott away, being like, get out of here, because we had to like figure out what we were going to do with Eret at the time. So we got that figured out, luckily.
It worked.
On the fly.
Are there any more questions? Over here.
Hi, it's Stevie, and I'm asking this for Water Munch. She said it was a joke, but it's too late now. What's everyone's favorite pirate, and why is it Water Munch?
Oh, what is everyone's favorite pirate and why is it Water Munch? Eloise?
Because they're just the loveliest pirate in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
And you can't help but be happy around them.
Okay, thank you. Roz?
They're full of joy and whimsy.
So it feels like we have a gun to your guys' back. Akko?
There was lots of water around us.
Yeah, water, love.
Yeah,
love.
water.
Good answer. Good
Love.
answer.
That was good. Well done. Bex?
I just remember that they said they were going to get married for like the entire thing. And it took months. They were like, oh yeah, we're getting married. We're getting married. And then it was just right at the end that they actually finally.
It was like a real marriage.
Yeah, it actually took a lot.
Normally
It's like a real
those
one.
take months, Vic.
I really liked that event, actually, the wedding event. I liked how non-scripted, like that didn't come from Appos and I's head. That was just all Water Munch going, I want to have a wedding. I've managed to convince one of the AI NPCs to marry me. Can I have a wedding? Also, can we have a murder? Also, can it be in Roz's castle? There was like a lot of just stuff happening.
I sped around that castle. There were a lot of sleepless nights, but we made it.
We
did it.
Appo?
Yeah, I stole his stuff and he didn't care. So thank you for all the free things. But besides that, the NPC that Water Munch eventually got married with, I was flirting with that NPC heavily. And Water Munch out of nowhere stole the NPC from me.
The nerve.
Drama.
Now I have respect for
at
water.
the wedding, Morton employed me to help him with his scheme. So I kind of got like my revenge a bit there.
Yeah, you like very long arcing revenge.
Yeah, no, I saw the NPC get anviled right in front of me. It was disturbing.
I like Water Munch because I didn't want to have to bother cooking a bunch of chicken sandwiches, and Water Munch consistently gave me stacks of food. Thanks, Water Munch. Appreciate that a lot.
Another question?
Yeah.
Hi, Crow.
Hi, Crow.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, question. So now that the ice wall is gone, is it the end of the factions? No more faction? So much Isle and no faction?
100% Isle, no
faction.
Ooh.
Are there now factions?
What do they call it now?
I think I would say that factions are probably dissolved, right? The concept of like formal structure. I think it just turned into pirate crews.
I mean, like the whole series, like there was kind of a narrative of like grouping people into certain groups is kind of like not a good idea. So they are probably pretty disbanded. I mean, there's probably still like ideas and beliefs and all that, but probably gone.
I'd say they're gone. Is anyone a captain of their own crew now? Any of the alive members? Have you guys started your own crew? Yeah, you're dead. Yeah. No.
I was just pretending to be a pirate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yes, over there. Thanks.
Why pirates?
Good question.
Vibes.
I think when we create SMPs, we try and look for like a genre. We've got like a bunch of ideas all written down, and they're just like one-word things, like one-word concepts.
Wait, so the genre of rats is just rats?
Yeah, essentially. If we can boil it down into a single sentence, what if everyone was rats? What if everyone was a pirate, but there was something sinister going on? Like, that's kind of how we structure all of our projects and ideas.
You were saying that pirates, because of like all of the kind of storytelling around pirates as a genre, you were saying that it's easy to like bring magic and a bit of like supernatural and monsters into it without it feeling like really out of place. It doesn't need to be realistic.
It's very easy to sort of like breathe life into.
And it's nothing at all to do with the fact you wanted to be hot pirates.
Yeah, maybe you also wanted to be hot pirates, but that was, who knows?
You had an era.
Yeah, I kind of pushed the boat out a bit, no pun intended, with the vibes. They were different. It was an opportunity to do something different, I think. It was a lot of fun.
Other questions?
We got time for more? Yeah.
Yeah, we have time for like one, maybe two for stretching it.
I think three.
Three? Oh, three, okay.
So with the SMP, obviously, you brought yourself more into NPCs and their backstories. At any point, did you feel that you had gone too far? And do you think that with the next SMP that you'll have more NPCs or less? Or you found that the perfect amount?
Probably a little bit less, like more condensed, like very like saturated a bit more. Because I think one of the things we had with the Pirate Isles is that all of that was kind of separate. So if we ever would add NPCs to another SMP, it'd be very like condensed, like a little bit less, maybe like, I don't know, there was like probably 20 there,
Yeah.
maybe 12.
It's
11.
great. What was great about Pirates is it allowed us to develop a lot of technology and functions with no name that we can use in later SMPs. Like there's a bunch of stuff that we got developed and constantly refined throughout the whole process. And now that stuff is all made. So we might like dip back into it in little amounts, but definitely not to the full extent that we did where it was like all of these characters and that kind of thing. I think we have time for another. You can also ask questions to these guys as well.
Hello.
Hi.
Obviously, you ran Pirates SMP.
Yes.
So, can each of you please R for me?
Does anyone want to kick this one off?
You can do it.
I can do it.
You can do it.
Here we go. Ah. I'm setting the bar like a medium pace so that we can grow on it. Go ahead.
R.
Yeah.
R.
Arr. That's very good. Arr.
R.
Arr. Oh, is it? That's good. Good question. Thanks.
Thanks, Max.
Thanks, Max.
We have time for more.
How did you come up with Crappie?
How did we come up with Crappie?
Ooh, okay. I mean, like...
Two words. Marketable.
Marketable. Blushing.
Sorry, you go.
No, I mean, throughout all of our SMPs, we've had kind of like NPC characters. Like, I know in Outsiders, we had like a cow that was also a detective, that was also a god that flew across a maze. Rats, we had the cats. Shout out our staff team. That was really cool. And Crappie, we still wanted to include our beta testers and stuff and kind of like let them have part of the SMP. So, Crappie, and also money. But like in a nice way. Oh my God, that's a Crappie.
There's a Crappie.
You have
there.
it.
Thank you for buying the Crappies, by the way.
Thank
do
you.
Appreciate that you backed it. There's another one there. Oh my God, they're back.
Thank you for supporting us.
And thank you to Luann, who made the concept art for Crappie. He could have been a lot of different shapes, but she did a great job.
I think there was also, because of Pirates, there was a distinct lack of little guy. And Crappie filled the little guy quota that we needed. You know,
Yeah.
it's, I think, the law now in all of Power.
He must have a little guy.
Good. Like for our next project, we'll remember that. Sorry.
He turned out a lot cuter.
A lot cuter than I expected.
Yeah?
It's just round and yet spiky. He's just good.
I think it was like his innocence that made him so threatening. It was like, what could he be capable of?
He'd hold a knife sometimes.
He did.
As well.
He shot me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a mean little guy.
He killed my cockroach.
Oh no.
No, it was really rude.
That's dreadful.
I was doing like a whole bit with it, and then like Crappie just came out of nowhere. Boom.
Classic Crappie.
Yeah, I probably got him drunk first.
Oh.
My fault.
I will say, as a short person, I understand why Crappie held a knife, all right? We get bullied, all right?
That's fair. Yes, another one.
Hey guys, the serious question I need to ask is when is the Cowboys SMP?
Ooh. Cowboys SMP. That would be fun.
No. No, Owen. You need to back off.
Sorry.
Now.
Yeah, you know, it could be fun. But maybe. Maybe not.
I don't know. We got.
Stick around, find out.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. I think we have time for one more question.
One more.
Wrap it up. Yeah, one at the back there.
Please stand up. I was just wondering how many of the deaths, like near the end, were like planned, or like how many of them ended up happening later in the storyline, and it was just like kill that one off.
I mean, like all of them are technically planned because we don't want just somebody to die and like exit. Ollie did a really good job at dying at the end. He really wanted to just log off the server. I remember that. He fell off the statue, and I think his plan was to die there, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, he accidentally fell off the statue, and he was going to completely Yeah, you were?
Thanks.
He was going to do that. Yeah, no, he was just going to fall off and die in a game, in a video game.
Yeah, and most of them are, we're never going to really kick anybody just like forcibly, unless they like lose lives in a certain SMP where there's like a concept of lives. But in Pirates, where it was unlimited lives, all of the deaths were sort of carefully constructed and planned so that people didn't feel left out or anything. I think we're good.
I think we're good. Are we? Yeah.
I think there might be one more slide. There might be something interesting to talk about.
Do we really have to?
I think we have time. I mean, we might as well use it. It's there.
What do you guys think? Should we?
Should we? We could talk about something else, I suppose.
What's next?
What's next? Oh, if only there was a video. Rats in Paris, baby.
Rats in Paris.
Rats.
You can find out more on our socials at Pow Creations in order to check that out. But please go follow everybody that's been on this panel. And thank you very much, I guess.
Thank you guys all for all the support.
Thank you.
We're good to go.
We're good to go. We're done.
Thank you, everybody. See you later.
Bye.
You guys want to take a photo?
Yeah.